Today we are checking out one of the best tackle shops in all of Tokyo, Japan, and it might look a little weird because that's apartment buildings, but right behind me is what I believe to be the best tackle shop in all of Tokyo. So let's go check it out. What do you think of this tiny store, bro?
This is pretty small, but for the size of this place, he has so much stuff just packed in here. And I mean, like, just like when you walk in, the vibes, like the lighting, he has the music going, he has nice little comfy chair you can sit and hang out in. I mean, he has as much DRT and depth stuff as you could possibly ever imagine, and it's a lot cheaper here than it is in America. So just looking at the prices and looking at all these cool Japanese lures, it's just kind of like, it's almost overwhelming when you walk in. It's super small, low ceilings, but it's just packed full of amazing Japanese lures. It's really cool.
So this is the owner of Village Door here. This is Ryuta-san.
Hello, yeah.
And
I'm Ryuta Tomura.
Ryuta, and he owns this amazing tackle shop. Obviously, by his style, he is mecha kakkui.
Yeah, thank you.
Thank you. And he's the owner of the shop, and he's the only dude that runs the shop day in and day out. So every time I've come here, I always try and stop by and hang out and just shoot the shit with him because he's a really cool guy. And obviously, like Phoenix said, the shop is unbelievably cool for our aesthetics in bass fishing. I mean, it just has everything you'd want it to be. The cool vibes, the cool baits, the exclusive stuff too. Like, you can't beat it. Tokyo Gold.
Tokyo Gold, yeah.
Custom car.
Custom car, yeah.
なぜ選ぶ？
その頃、DRT のカスタムカラーでゴールドはなかった。
なるほど、なるほど。
マディウォーター。
マディウォーター。
霞ヶ浦。フォー霞ヶ浦。
なるほど。So, Kasumigara is a lake that's pretty close to here in Tokyo, and it's pretty muddy water, and the fishing isn't that easy there. It's actually really hard. Muzakashi ne. Mecha muzakashi. And this gold color just kind of gives off a much better flash. And he was saying that DRT never had a gold color, so he wanted to have something like that. And it's a Kamiyama killer.
Yes, thank you.
And so this color does super, super well, and it's only custom for the Village Door. So pretty hard to find if you can find them. Village Door は、なぜ始めました？
ここは地元？My hometown、東京？なんか自分で好きなことやりたかった。自由に。一人で。
何年ぐらい始めました？
今年で7年目だから2017年。
He basically started Village Door 7 years ago, and basically the reason why he started it is he just wanted to have a really good tackle shop here in Tokyo, and he's been able to provide the local tournament guys here, or the local fishermen, with high-end, good quality products. Because Tokyo, for the most part, is normally known as like a sea bass area, Shibass area. And that's very popular here. But the bass fishing side of it, you have like Kasumigara, you have Kamiyama. Those places, they get, super high pressure. Yeah. And having that latest and newest gear really helps in trying to catch those super pressured fish there. So Ryuta has been able to create this really cool store and bring in a lot of awesome baits and products for those Japanese guys that live up here in Tokyo, instead of like the luxurious stuff that we're going to see later on this trip down on Biwako. Because Biwako has everything. And up here, there's not a whole lot to choose from when it comes down to bass fishing. バスはいつ始めました？昔本当に
30年以上前。30年前。
over 30 years ago. Really?
Yeah.
Kamiyama?
No. 近所の川とか。近所の川とか。霞ヶ浦。
霞ヶ浦。なるほど。
北浦霞ヶ浦。
So 30 years ago, he started bass fishing on Kasumigara, which, if you don't know anything about Kasumigara, it's just a very difficult place to fish, but it's definitely rewarding to the guys that go out and go fish it. So it's definitely something that I kind of want to fish, even though it's not really my cup of tea, because Biwako has the true giant bass. But Kasumigara is like kind of just one of those staples that everybody kind of has to do that one time. Dochi Mizumi ichiban suki desu ka?
どこも好き。
うんうんうん。
全部琵琶湖？
琵琶湖。
琵
琶湖最高。
亀山？最高。
最高。
霞？最高。
本当に。
どこに行っても最高。楽しい。
Wow. So you're saying basically, even though all these lakes are hard, they all have their own fun factor to them, and it's exciting to fish all of them, which is pretty cool. I mean, you know, when you think back home, especially with you, Phoenix, you hate places that are tough. They're not fun, right?
No, they're not fun at all.
But there's a sense of like that grind and rewardingness that you get when you're fishing like these super hard places to catch fish. And I guess that's what he's saying. I mean, he goes down to Biwako all the time and catches giant fish, but he'll also go to Kasumigara and grind his ass off for like a 2-pounder. So it's really cool to see like the Japanese seem to be very appreciative of any chance they can get to basically go fishing and respect all their bodies of water. Where, you know, we talk about Bartlett, dude. We hate Bartlett. Bartlett back home is like a small fish lake that we never fish at because we're always chasing after the big fish. But, you know, we have to appreciate the small things, I suppose, when it really comes down to bass fishing. バス釣りはなぜ始めました？
バスかっこいい。形がかっこいい。触りやすよ。見たことなくて、ブラックバス is what is black bass? Yeah. I look for.
確か。
全然釣れない。
本当に。
だ釣りたくて頑張って、初めて釣ったのはこれ言っていいのかな？江戸川。江戸川リバー。江戸川リバー。About 35 cents.
Oh, 35.
Wow!
本当にすごい30万 Wow. So basically when he started fishing 30 years ago, it was hard for him to like even just catch fish, and so he would have to fish a local river here. And he wasn't catching big fish right away. He was catching 35 centimeter fish, which, you know, nowadays he's catching, you know, Rokumara class fish. But, you know, that's how you kind of get started with things. You can't always start with like the luxurious of catching giant bass. You kind of have to start and kind of get somewhere with it. He start, you know, just like a lot of us think that like for some reason bass are just really cool and we want to see them more, catch them and you know, kind of do your best chance of catching them and try your best, and that's kind of how he started getting into bass fishing. It's really cool. どんな音楽大好き？
Heavy metal.
Heavy metal.
Yeah. Hard rock.
Hard rock.
And jazz.
Jazz.
Music.
本当に。
Yeah.
Check out this guitar.
Yeah, my guitar.
Yeah.
Yeah.
かっこいい。
Stratocaster. Yeah.
すごい。So every time we come into the shop, he's always playing some type of heavy metal. And my boss, Ben, came in and they were kind of bonding over bands that they were getting into. And it's really cool to see like this style of vibe is very, very popular here in Japan. Kind of like a punk rock mixed with a little bass. And it's just really, really cool. The vibe is just unbeatable at this shop. So I'm asking him about Abu Garcia. Their ambassador reels are very popular here in Japan. And I haven't really figured it out, so I was asking him like, why are they like so popular? And he's like, well, they're popular because you can really customize them and that they're just old and they're just cool. They're just flat out cool. And this reel in his hands
Yeah.
is 8万円.
8万円。椅子。Very cool.
Yeah, めっちゃかっこいい。
めっちゃかっこいい。
That is a $600 old school reel. I don't get it. Finn, do you get it?
I don't quite get it, dude.
Don't get it,
I don't quite get it, but
it's insane. I mean, I guess if you slap like a varial handle on it, and get ridiculous with it. But that is unbelievable. I was not expecting him to say that price for that reel, but
that caught me off guard.
so
dude.
yeah, if you guys are looking for any ambassadors, come to Japan.
Yeah.
So Ben, my boss, he gave this as a gift to Ryuta-san.
Thank you, Ben. I love you.
All of the signatures of
Love gloves.
the
Good. Ah.
Psycho.
Yeah, 最高。
This 2D art Ratchet 184 is absolutely ridiculous. This is done by a very famous Japanese artist who also did that board. And he does some really cool stuff, and he was able to paint some limited Ratchet 184s. Unfortunately, I cannot buy this, but maybe I'll just steal it. Alright, I hope you guys have the chance to come here to Village Door. I will leave the address and the link down in the description below. If you guys are ever coming into Tokyo, it was, what was that, a 10-minute train ride from basically Kawasaki Station to here. He posts on his Instagram the days that he's open, which he's open like almost 6 days a week. Open from like 2 to 9. So you guys can always come in here if you ever visit Japan. It's a super awesome store. You get to meet Ryuta-san, which is super cool, and he'll tell you about all the giant bass he catches and make you really jealous of him. Arigato.
Yeah.
Thank you. And thank you guys so much for watching. We will see you on the next one. じゃあね。
Bye.